Yeah, it says right now I'm up. It says I'm running at 2600. We are live. Good. Okay. Welcome, guys, again. Oh, I'm so sorry, everybody. All right, let's start this over from the beginning. Let's go back, rewind it. Welcome, guys, again to another exciting Wednesday night of racing. We're here with Race Factor, Race Tech, Racing, MotoOption, Ride365.com, so many things. Round 7 for the 450, guys. Round 1 for the 250 East class. I am so sorry about the issues with Twitch earlier. We are back again. I'm in the booth with Checkers. Hope you're doing well tonight. How are you tonight, buddy?
I'm doing great, and we didn't miss any racing action. Heat number 1 is getting ready to kick off, so no worries, no harm, no foul. They just didn't get to hear us talk for a little bit. And we'll go over qualifying sometime after this heat race, or maybe during this heat race, and update everyone on the qualifying times. I'm going to give you the rundown. Heat number 1, Peter Like, Craig Leake, Casey Ohlert, Alex Heckman, Dominic Tiberino, Toby Stock, Sean Klein, James Armstrong, Jeremy Shipley, Dade Honeywell, Kyle Robb, Andrew Wood, Bryce Whelan, Zoa Cross, Zach Prokop, Tyson Fresquez, Jeremy Hinner, Zach Dupuis, Brandon Berg, Matthias Janis, all in this one. That means 1 and 2, and the points are in this heat race right now on the gate, and they are 2nd and 4th fastest qualifiers on the night.
Oh, yeah, excited once again, as we talked about earlier. As we go live, gate dropped. Hold on, let's watch this for a second here.
Looks like great start from Matthias Janis all the way from the outside. Goes a little wide. James Armstrong, Tyson Fresquez get together. And the leader, Tyson Fresquez on the 21, leading the way.
Sadly, had his skins just last week, but this week, sadly, do not have his actual ride skins. But for anybody that you do not, by the way, just a quick heads up to anybody, I still don't have my new hard drive. I deleted everything off my solid state so I could add more skins. If you do not see your skin tonight, but know that there's skins, please send me a PM or something. I will make sure to try again this next week. I do apologize for that. But once again, as we go through here, round 1 at the East Coast, but again, round 7 for the 450 guys. Right now, we got Fresquez out front, Leak, Heckman. Good to see Alex Heckman having a much better.
Fresquez is down in the whoops.
Ooh.
There goes Shipley on by, so he could be looking, if Fresquez can't get up and get on it, he could be looking at a trip to the semi tonight, ruining his gate pick a little bit, making things more difficult. And Fresquez just got double crashed as Bryce Whelan ran into him, I believe.
Whew. Not the way we want to go. Henner's coming up through the pack as well. Oh, little sketchy line, but making it through the rhythm just fine. Good to see him.
Into the 4 spot now.
Oh, and wow. Did you see Heckman get really squirrely on the outside of him as he went by? Wow. And what's funny is Heckman literally sent me his skins just before this race, and they're still not working. So we're going to have to figure out what's going on, guys. I do apologize if I'm missing any.
Oh, Henner's getting a little sideways, but saves it. He had a great week last week. I think he ran up in the top 5 in the main
top
event,
5 for quite a while in the main. Yes, definitely. Henner's coming back in, saving the SYS team, which Kellen sadly did not have a good round last week, but racing his first 250 race tonight, so I'm excited to see how he does in that class.
Heckman putting the pressure on Henner's, trying to run away, and then he goes almost down.
How did he save that? Wow.
Honeywell on the outside looking in right now. He's in 5th. They take the top 4 out of this heat race.
Right now our top 4 looks like Leak, Shipley, Henners, and Heckman going through with Honeywell right there on him, though.
Taking a look back, Fresquez made his way up to the 7 spot, moving forward, trying to get up in here, a direct transfer to the main event, avoid that semi.
And just a heads up for anybody that missed our last round, yeah, Fresquez went all the way back to 22nd, lap 1, destroyed himself over a corner, came back into, what was it, 4th? I think last week, 4th, correct?
Yeah, I believe, something like that. We had Honeywell go down, so he is no longer on the outside looking in. Fresquez is up to 5th, battling for that last
Tiberino right there on him, though.
Janis.
Oh, Tyson dueling.
Wow, threading the needle into that turn.
I'm trying to get on the inside, just can't make it happen. By the way, quick shout out to Matthias Janis, our amateur streamer for tomorrow night. For anybody that does enjoy the amateur streams, be sure to check out his channel.
Tyson going to try that inside. No, he's going to pop over that, use the side of the jump, and made up quite a bit of time back on Janis after making a little mistake. He's looking inside here. Is he going to go inside before the triple and make the move?
Yeah, so far, interesting line on that inside little bump or
Tyson
case.
Going to get passed as well, potentially, by Alex Heckman.
Yeah, Tyson got 3rd, thank you guys. That was what it was. He got 3rd last week, coming back from 22nd to 3rd. Amazing ride for him. So far, great battling.
Putting the pressure on Janis. Janis putting the pressure on Fresquez. They're going to all go wide in the sand. I think it's going to come down to this whoop section here to see who gets this last transfer. Fresquez gets the swaps but saves it.
Heckman doing anything he can to get around Janice.
Heckman definitely looking saucy tonight.
Yeah, he's. I was talking to him a day or two ago, and he was talking about how he. As he goes down, he doesn't want to be the bridesmaid anymore. He wants to be the bride and take it home, but not this week so far. It looks like.
Back at the front, we have a new leader. Again. Jeremy Shipley has passed Craig Leak. Leak up out of the 250 class, riding the 450. Definitely, those guys on the West Coast 250 series are here to mix it up. Our top qualifier tonight was Jeremy Siebel, 250 West points leader. And our third fastest qualifier, as Leak is down.
Yep. That's slide out at the end of the whoops. Long whoop sections tonight, which, every once in a while you dip a front wheel and you meet the ground pretty fast.
Absolutely. And I was saying our third fastest qualifier was actually Colton Mitchell, who's sitting second in that 250 West series. So those guys are going to be playing some spoilers in this championship, and that might be what Shipley needs to get himself back into this title hunt.
Yeah, that's exciting thing we're looking forward to tonight. We're talking about, sadly, when we're having some issues with our stream, that as Checkers was just saying, that we're bringing a lot of the 250 guys into the 450 class this week. And then on top of that, we have a lot of fresh faces in the 250 East class being round one for those guys. So we have a lot of interesting racing tonight. We've seen a lot since it's round 7, but hey, round 1 for new guys. Oh, and we got a rider down. That is Leak. Leak drops back to 4th.
Quick update, James Armstrong, last week's winner, runs in the 6th spot right now. So he's got some work to do. He's actually trying to put the move on Dade Honeywell for that number 5 spot, but they're both out of qualifying, and they have a ways to go. About 5 seconds behind your final transfer spot, which is now Craig Leak after he got back going from that crash.
Oh, those whoops are looking a little bit dangerous. Honeywell sliding that corner. I don't think he ever actually caught traction that entire section.
Solid ride right now in the 3rd spot for Jeremy Henner's Vitamin Water SYS Racing, number 14, looking for a direct transfer to the main.
Rocking nice that K-Dub number. Gotta love it.
Yeah, Henner's trying to pick up some steam here lately.
Yeah, especially after last week. You know how it is. Sometimes you have one good ride and your momentum and everything, like every bit of mental state just rides off that. It's just constant momentum. Just got to keep it forward.
Keep an eye on this 5th and 6th place spot. Honeywell and Armstrong have closed the gap tremendously on Craig Leak. It's going to come down to Leak getting through these whoops clean to get this last transfer.
Big mistake. Armstrong's going to take it no problem. Clean. Armstrong up to 5th, so he's still odd man out. Of course, 4-5-4 is our rundown. 4, of course, in the heats, 5 in the semi, and then 4 in the LCQ. So
Jeremy Shipley, heat number 1 winner, goes straight to the main, along with Fresquez coming all the way back to the 2nd spot. Henner's 3rd, and Craig Leak unofficially to the main. We'll wait till cuts come in here. Armstrong closed the gap, but he still was 3 seconds behind. I don't think we're going to have that on cuts on Leak, but we'll see.
And as of right now, fastest lap so far this first heat, just to see what people are running. We got a 52.3, which was in 8th place. Right now, the top 4 running a 52.4 also made it quite fast lap, making it into the main already.
Yeah, Kyle Robb with a killer fast lap, but all the way down in the 8th spot. Definitely must not have had the start that he needed. Cuts are in. The top 4 are going to stay the same. Armstrong, Honeywell, Prokop, Robb, and the rest will head to the semifinals. Shipley, Fresquez, Henners, and Leak to the main. And while we have a moment, let's go through those 250 qualifying times. 250 East, first time we've gotten to see them this year. Connor Lynn's top qualifier by about half a second over Connor Holyak. Tanner Rogers, Lynn's teammate, actually up in 3rd, so 1 and 3 for the Versus PC Fam MX guys. Jake Rose, maybe the surprise, in 4th, and Logan Leitzel, 5th fastest qualifier. Definitely see what goes on as we're getting ready. 450 Supercross heat number 2.
Excited to see what else is going to happen. Like I said, a lot of people from the 250 class that are fast as it is, mixing it up, adding a little bit more tension to the guys that are already working on top 5 points contention. I mean, they could come in here and mix it all up, and it's exciting.
On the gate, we have Spencer Turley, Matt Burkeen, Devin Ryan, Jack Fowler, William St. Laurent, Roy Mitchell, Colton Mitchell, your 3rd fastest qualifier, Dominic Saulnier, Rush Chapman, Brady Stanley, Jack Zars, Reed Young, Devin Davis, Kevin Ferzaka, Jordan Vanderlee, Jeremy Siebold, your top qualifier, Dylan Copeland, Brian Shack Attack Haskell, Luke Heberlein, Jeff Cooper will round out your field for this one. 450, heat number 2. The gate is about to go down. We're about to go racing.
Excited to see our boy Seabolt on a 450. Let's see how he rides tonight on the way inside. Not going to get any sort of a hole shot.
The outside gets bumped by the 35 machine. Going to save it, but looks like Zach Dupuis. No, that's Matt
Heberlein and Burkeen. Yep, right for the hole shot.
Designs. Heberlein, the Gravedigger, runs in the 2 spot, tucks in behind to get a run at the triple. William St. Laurent third. Haskell from the outside gets a 4th place start, but has to double the triple. Is going to surrender that spot to Seabolt, your top qualifier, running in the number 4 spot.
Oh, as Burkeen goes down and takes Heberlein with him.
Down as well.
Also, quick, don't mean to cut you off real quick. We have 100+ viewers right now. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out tonight, and I hope you have a good night of watching.
Look at the magic that Seabolt has going on. Prime Design Graphics, he's all the way to the 2 spot, and he's going for the 1. Top qualifier, drives it in deep, slides out, goes down. Rush Chapman says...
Right behind him as well. Heberlein flipping through the whoops. Not going to make any progress at all from that happening. But either way, right now, as you said, St. Laurent out front. Chapman, Burkeen, and Mitchell for Zaka. One outside from Zaka, as we like to say as a joke. He is running right there in 5th, trying to make his way into the main directly.
So St. Laurent leads the way. Chapman, a 250 West Rider. Burkeen, and then another 250 West Rider. Mitchell, 2 of your 4 spots. Like I said, these guys are going to play the spoiler role tonight, and they're already doing it, taking up some valuable transfer spots from the normal 450 heavy hitters. Interesting line there for Burkeen out of the Dragon's back. So I don't know how he got in between the second Dragon's back and the...
Sadly, I missed it. I'm actually going to go on board since we have yet to do any first person. Let's go on board with Burkeen for a lap, see how he holds on to this 3rd place spot.
Or moves into 2nd. He's getting a run on Chapman.
Yeah, good run up through those whoops, definitely.
A lot of pressure from Mitchell from behind as well. You'll hear him in the background, I'm sure.
First person's kind of helping me as well since commentating tonight as well with you. I have yet to even touch the track, so watching first person gives me an idea of what to expect for tomorrow.
Interesting split lines before the triple. Mitchell and Chapman both used the inside while Burkeen went outside. It looked like it worked out about even. There's Burkeen tripling over the top and then tripling into the turn.
Clean line.
It's definitely faster. He's alongside Chapman, going to go outside.
Luckily, those mechanics bails are not friction involved. Good line, good holding up.
Mitchell around the outside, he slides out to not hit Burkeen there.
Yeah, I saw it in the very corner of the screen since we're still first person with Burkeen just watching. Amazing lap by him, good riding. As we just said, Mitchell sliding out to not cause incident, which... I mean, we're a little bit strict for anybody new into the pro class that you need to hold your lines, you need to race like you would in real life, you need to do a lot of things. Sadly, as weird as it is, sliding out instead of hitting somebody is definitely a nod towards the mods and making sure that, you know, we're not going to banhammer you for bad riding or nailing somebody pretty much. So.
Yeah, and also I'm sure it's Mitchell not wanting to mix it up too much as it's not his championship. And honestly, yes, he slid out. He lost maybe a second and a half at most.
Still top 4. Oh, who was that down?
Was that a Chapman on the ground?
Oh, it is.
Open up that 4th spot. Looks like Kevin Frazaka, Tagger Designs rider, going to go into the final transfer.
Came rushing in hot from Zaka and going back into a placement right now, which is pretty cool to see. You don't usually see him transfer right into a heat, so good to see from Zaka killing it.
Maybe give some love. William St. Laurent, Mad Cape rider, out front leading the way as he puts another lap in the books. We haven't talked about him much because he's been just smooth and steady out front.
Yeah, the smooth riding style with a beautiful skin. I'm loving the KTM design that they have for their ride. Mad Cape looking solid this year. Tagger Designs also pretty good looking.
Using the outside before the triple as Burkeen. Looks like he's reeling him in a bit. 53.5 last time for Burkeen. 54.5 for St. Laurent, so 2nd faster.
Rizanka, I'm very impressed with his riding tonight. You know, it's nothing to call him out, not saying anything against him. Just, I mean, straight ride through a heat says a lot to 450 riders. So that's a pretty big stamp if you could hold on to it.
For sure, he's definitely going to have to lay it down, though, as Rush Chapman is putting it down behind him and reeling him in a little bit.
Yeah, Chapman, no slouch.
Battle for the lead is also heating up across the finish, putting another lap in the books. St. Laurent goes. Burkeen now a second behind, closed the gap up. Again, about another half a second to 3/4 of a second off that lead.
Chapman is biting at the ankles of Furzaka here. I mean, 3 seconds back, but he's definitely gaining ground every lap.
Interesting. Last lap around, Furzaka 55 flat, 55.1 for Chapman. So Furzaka is holding his own lap time wise, at least that last time around.
It's crazy, too, because it looks like he's catching up so much, but maybe it's just that placebo effect of watching lap after lap and thinking that he's closer, but of course they gap. Oh, yeah, right there,
Chapman
definitely
does that big line.
closing
that
up.
Sick. The way that they're getting over that Dragon's back, I never predicted that line being used, and these guys, as always, they cease to amaze me, man. They're
also,
nuts.
as of right now, 115 people watching. Thank you so much for later rounds having so. And Chapman saves it. I don't know how he stayed up on that, but yeah, that was pretty ridiculous.
White flags out. Burkina has taken the lead from St. Laurent. We missed it, but Matt Burkina now, last lap, is leading the way to take a heat race win after being up front early, goes down, comes back to the front yet again.
Yeah,
St.
right.
Laurent's solid in the number 2 spot.
Burkina's
Mitchell in
solid,
third. But keeping an eye on that last transfer. Chapman casing the triple into the section, gets a little sideways, but laying it down. Oh, Mitchell's down. Mitchell is going to lose the final transfer to Chapman.
Oh, no.
All right, couple 250 West rivals now.
But Mitchell has a better line to the ending. Let's see. Got to close up a little bit.
What's going to happen here in this sand turn? Some guys going inside, some outside. Mitchell going to go outside, Chapman inside.
Mitchell had a better line with more momentum, but just could not close it up. Oh,
Burkina
Chapman.
takes the heat race win. Mitchell not going to get there in time. He's going to have to hope for cuts as he's going to be really close at the line.
And Chapman with a backflip over the finish.
So Burkina, St. Laurent, Furzaka, and Chapman unofficially going to the main. Mitchell, LCQ, or semi-bound, sorry.
Yeah, so right now we're just waiting for cuts, see if anything comes in. That was an amazing battle for the final spot, for sure.
Copeland, Reed Young, Jeremy Siebold, fast qualifier, going to come across in the number 8 spot, it appears. Devin Ryan and Spencer Turley battle into the line. Just battling for gate pick for those guys. Jeff Cooper comes in 11th. Jack Zars, the rookie in the 250 class, now riding the 450. There's a massive pile up in the last turn right now. Lidman, one of the guys in there, as Heberlein was as well. Devin Davis way back in the 15th spot, not having a good heat. Brian Haskell.
Not a good heat at all for him. Last round, he got, what, 4th, I think, in the main? Pretty good ride for him.
Cuts are in, and the top 4 stay the same. So Mitchell, Copeland, Young, and the rest going to go to the LC. Or
I have a slight feeling in TeamSpeak right now that Mitchell is probably giving an earful to a couple people right now.
Yeah, he went down all on his own, though.
Yep.
So.
Oh, yeah. He ended his own race, as we like to say it.
Hey, guess what time it is? It's time to see the 250 East Riders for the first time this year. Can't wait. We're going to see Connor Holyak, Jake Rose, Clement Lana, and the rest on the starting gate.
I mean, I cannot express my excitement right now for round 1 of East. People don't get it. It's one of those, it's like real life, you know what I mean? You wait all year, Supercross comes around, finally get to see who's going to be playing. It's one of those in Sim the same way. It's round 1 of East.
Here we go. Corbin
I'm so
Lenaway,
excited.
Logan McSweeney, Adam Holm, your defending champ, Tyler Schmidt, Connor Holyak, Jeremy Cohenauer, Victor Nycott, Benny Landry, Chase Blakely, Chase DeSell, Tyler Lang, Clement Lana, Phil Doyen, Jake Rose, Noah Baker, Trevor Doran, Josh Reed, Riley Pox Letner, Kellen Brower, Fred Heather. Round out your field for this first heat race. We're going to take 9 to the main out of this one. Everyone else will be going to the LCQ. Of course, no semis in this 250 class. And we better watch Kellen on the start would be my guess.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get to him. Sorry, trying to. I just now loaded in a second ago. I'm trying to find him on the gate. P20, cool. Wow, it's not pulling up for me. There you go. Got him.
Yeah,
Got
riders are still not in the gate. We're waiting on. Looks like Tyler Schmidt actually having an issue loading in.
When you have potato internet.
Gate. Schmidt, I believe, is on the 2-stroke. Yes, he is. So the number 1 rider, Tyler Schmidt, riding the 252 stroke. We'll see how that works out for him.
Quickly, as everybody
Kellen
is
also.
watching, put a 1 in chat if you want Kelman to win. I want him to see this back when he watches the replay. And here we go as the gate drops.
Schmidt for the inside gets the whole shot, it looks like. He's going to tuck it tight.
Kellen with a top 4 start, holds on to it.
Jake Rose doubles up and takes the lead right away from the champ, qualified 4th, and jumping out front early on the number 70 Verb Moto rider, Jake Rose. Rest in peace, Verb Moto, by the way, longtime supporters of RF. Yep. That site's obviously gone, but the team's still around.
Hey, the site might be gone, but the love will stay forever for Verb Moto. I mean, anybody that was part of the Reflex days, they were good. All right, yeah, Brower 3rd, good ride for him. Hopefully he can hold on to this. His first day back on the 250 and racing in quite some time. Oh, in front of him. Woo!
Second, Jake Rose was down, Chase Blakely down, and guess who your leader is?
Kellen Brower with the lead with, as you said, everybody going down. Making their mistakes. No mistakes made for the SYS captain over here. Let him hear it in chat, guys. He'll be back to watch this replay later. Be sure to let him know your love and appreciation.
Jake Rose, though, putting the charge on the 250F all over the back wheel of Kellen Brower.
I thought he was getting to the back end of him. I mean, he almost got rear-ended. Thank God he's not in his car. But he...
Tyler Schmidt on the TBR, number 1, goes head over heels over bars. Rose down as well.
Yep, Rose and Schmidt down.
Tom Holm now trying to come through, and guess what? Kellen Brower now has a solid lead on the
lead sitting at 3 seconds already, which is huge on lap 2 of a 250 heat. I mean, just make it happen. Top 9 go through, so he's almost pretty much just signing the envelope, ready to go to the main.
Jeremy Cohenauer on the 42 MV Films machine now runs in 2nd. Benny Landry, Bike Graphics, runs 3rd. And Chase Blakely, Blakely's only number 20, is your 4th place rider. And Clement Lana runs in 5th. That's when we find Tyler Schmidt on the number 1, back in the 6th spot. Noah Baker 7th.
Rose got screwed. Sorry, I was checking back really quick. Rose now dropping to 11th. He was at 8th. He did a foot dab around the corner. Sadly, whoever was on his inside made him pay for it.
The battle on the track right now looks like the 5th and 6th spot. Noah Baker putting a ton of pressure on Schmidt on the number 1.
I mean, that coveted number 1 plate, you know, that's pretty much a bullseye on your back that everybody wants to make sure that you get put in your place, even if it might be in first sometime. We'll see what happens. But a lot of times like this, when you're going through the pack, everybody is ready to take you out.
Back in the 9th spot, I find Connor Holyak, one of your fast qualifiers, as he gets into the side of Tyler Lang off the triple.
And the case.
Did you just get that?
Yeah, the case too, coming out of it. Whew.
I don't even know. He did a flip upside down and saved it. Josh
yeah,
Reed
I really don't see how they saved it.
Jake Rose is in 10th, going inside. This is your last transfer battle. Rose aggressive, makes the move.
I'm actually going to go on board for a second here with Josh Reed, which is 1 spot out, might be 2, nope, back to 1. And it's just to give you guys an idea. A lot of people are probably out there that have never played the game possibly, watching the stream tonight for the first time. If you are new, please hit that follow button, by the way. Kellen, everybody at Start Your Systems. I'm just kind of a fill-in, being the nice guy that I am. No, just kidding. I'm also Motoagogo. If you guys love me, hit my channel up too. But right now we're watching as we have people go through the pack to make it through.
We have a battle for the lead developed. Jeremy Cohenauer has reeled in Kellen Brower. It's about a second gap now.
Nothing against Kellen at all. Cohenauer, last week, watching the pro race, he really impressed me. That was a great ride of his, so I'm curious to see how he does in 250 round 1.
Cohenauer, a vet of MX Simulator, doesn't necessarily run the whole series a lot of times, but earned that number 42 with limited rides last year, and definitely is one of the OGs and fairly fast and definitely consistent. And he's reeled in Kellen Brower here. Looking at the lap times, 56.7 last time around for Brower, 56.2 for Cohenauer.
Really quick, as I like to do this now. A lot of people commented on last week. Let's give a good 15-20 seconds of silence as we hear on board him chase down our leader and listen to those bikes rev up. I do appreciate you doing that with me, Checkers. I don't know, like a lot of people on our couple of DMs I got in the last couple of days are mentioning how much they loved listening to the people, like as they play, you know what I mean? You got to control your throttle and everything throughout every part of the track, and they enjoy it. Oh, and Kellen! No! Oh!
There's a lot of spots here. As Cohenauer's leading, green flag still flying. Chase Blakely comes into the number 2 spot now with Lana all over him. Brower settles back into 4th with Schmidt 5th.
Still transfer.
Look back to 9th. Right now that spot's Victor Nykot, and he has a good 8 seconds over Benny Landry right now, so pretty comfortable. If he can keep it on 2 wheels, Nycott could find himself into the main event.
Yeah, definitely. Rose as well, fallen quite a ways back to 8th. He was battling for the lead early in this race, and that just shows that, you know, how much can fall apart in a short heat.
Without a doubt. Looking here, trying to find us a good battle to watch, as Kohenauer has a 3-second lead over Blakely. 4 seconds back to Lana, then comes Brower.
Actually, Holiak and Schmidt, a little bit of a battle here, yeah. As they come up through the pack right now, Holiak doing everything he can on that Verb Moto ride with Schmidt on TBR right ahead of him. Of course, number 1. Oh,
Holiak was the fastest qualifier in this heat, second fastest on the night out of qualifying, so definitely has some speed as he just accelerated into that corner. He's going to pull up alongside on the inside of Schmidt.
Do you think he's going to force the pass? Not yet.
Schmidt just railed through that, cut the bails nicely to shut the door, but Holiak looking for a way around.
Amazing riding tonight. As we said, round 1 of the 250 East.
Holiak dives inside hard on the brakes, did not run into Schmidt, trying to keep it clean, and they're reeling in Kellen Brower. We're about to have a 3-way battle here.
Amazing riding so far.
Oh,
into the hay bit, or tough lock, sorry.
Sketchy as can be, but Holiak flew by Tyler Schmidt like he was tied to a post.
Yeah, definitely. But Kellen right now, as you just said, is now getting a part of this party that Holiak and Schmidt were already invited to. So right now, let's see if Kellen can hold him off, or if this is going to be sadly a 2-for-1 as he goes on the inside but doesn't get it.
Blakely takes the heat win over Kohenauer in the last lap. This is your battle for 3rd. Kellen Brower going to hold on over Connor Holiak. Schmidt going to go into the main in 5th. Josh Reed, Jake Rose, Clement Lana, Nycott's comfortably in that last
Lana Rose battle
well.
is pretty decent coming to the end here. Oh, didn't quite get him, but good ride for either. Nycott, final transfer. Of course, with no cuts, but Landry's pretty far back. He's going to fold it up as an old joke and wait for the LCQ.
The great ride from Chase Blakely. Got that pass for the lead on the last lap over Jeremy Kohenauer. Brower solid in the main in 3rd, so he'll probably be happy with that, although he's probably not happy with blowing the lead that he had. And I'm telling you what, I'm watching this. I think the 250Fs have an advantage over the 252 strokes.
I agree.
Maybe not off the start, but out of these tight corners.
Yeah, the amount of RPMs you need up to keep up the 2-strokes going, as I said, on the pipe is always, the main reference, but definitely, like, 4-stroke power has a bit of an advantage on tight track like this.
All right, cuts are in.
By the way, fastest lap really quick, Holiak in 4th for 54.2 on the 250s. Good lap.
All right, here we go. Restart heat race number 2. We're going to see our top qualifier in this one. That would be Connor Linz. Here we go.
Kind of excited.
Cody Branson, Bentley Graphics, Andre Santos, Owen Hillman, Logan Leitzel, Connor Linz top qualifier, as we said, Charlie Way, Daniel Mills, Nick Uzik, Ethan Parks, Kevin Lalong, Alex Carlo, Walter Gebhardt, Thomas Sillick, Josh Betts, Tyler Lewis, Ethan Howell, Jeremy Schiabro, Connor Peavy, Tanner Rogers, your 3rd fastest qualifier, Craig Richards. That will round out your field. Heat race.
Always with that big rundown. It's a lot at once going on. Sorry, for some reason I'm still not on the gate yet. Oh, there we go. Cool.
It's taking a while to load in for a couple of guys, and that's why. But I load in pretty quick, so it's easy for me to do the rundowns.
You're lucky with the no skins, man. Just kidding.
Yeah, no skins, and I'm also running medium version of the track.
True. That is true. Let's see. Let's go with... I'm going to go Uzik off the start. He's been doing pretty well lately.
Sick Nick Uzik.
Also a good friend of mine, Ethan Parks. Go Trip Des. Hopefully he does well tonight. And gate drop for Heat 2. 250 East, round 1.
From the outside, Peavy, but he's going to run wide. Walter Gebhardt, Salty Walty, Team Moto chasing. Going to put that 2-stroke out front in the lead. Peavy in 2nd. And Andre Santos 3rd, Leitzel 4th. Those are your top 4 coming out of the first turn. Connor Linz, your fast qualifier, runs in 5th. So we'll let this shake out a little bit. Watch this lead group.
Yeah, early battle. Yeah, Salty Walty, it's hilarious that we randomly came up with that one night on our stream and it somehow stuck. I love it.
Well,
ever
it fits
since.
in pretty well.
It really does.
Oh, Santos gets put off the track by Connor Peavy.
Yeah, Peavy just blew him over that berm. I think we'll see.
Down in the turn. Leitzel gets into him.
Yard sale.
As is PV, there's a massive amount of guys down there.
People stuck at the brick on the inside.
For the whoops, free fenders everywhere. PV's down again in the whoops, causes another pileup. Nick Music, one of the guys is down with him.
Connor Lynn's up in the upper pack in 6th right now, battling for 5th. Almost gonna get 5th. Not quite. Can't get it by Selleck.
So Gebhardt's 5.8 seconds out front in the lead on the Moto Chase and Ride. Craig Richards, a veteran of this 250 class at this point, FamiMX versus PC machine, runs in the 2 spot, has to double the triple, but he's got a good gap over Owen Hillman. These guys are really spread out. Daniel Mills, one of the lower UIDs in the game and one of the OG fast guys. Danny Boy, Team Tiger Designs, runs in the number 4.
Yeah, right now, Selleck right and Mills, yeah. Good little battle here
Connor
between
Lynn's
these two.
Right behind them, pushing them forward. Maybe watch Lynn, see if he can make some moves here as he goes inside.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to go on board with Lynn's for a second. He's usually one of the guys I'll easily call out any week for the win, and it's amazing to watch him ride.
I want to see if Lynn's is matching this corner speed that we saw out of Holyak. Holyak's corner speed was incredible in that first heat.
It's almost like corners do not exist for him on this track. It's just a roller coaster all the way through. One solid track, one solid speed.
Looks like these guys have also reeled in Owen Hillman now, so making it a 4-rider fight.
Lynn's on the inside there. Nice pass.
Is he going to get the triple out? He does.
He does. Clean, too.
Sillick going to go triple and then file into
backing
line.
off.
3 wide over the triple. They're going to jump over Hillman.
Staying on board still with Lynn's, just watching him go through this pack. Oh, big mistake. Yeah.
Line. That wasn't a mistake. That was on purpose, but he did jump off the bales a little bit. Doesn't lose the spot. Now Lynn's going to go inside and make the move.
That was a bit of a mistake on Lynn's part going to the tough blocks, but he made it work out, though, and also cut off the line completely, too. Great riding from Lynn.
Now Sillick and Hillman are trying to fight on Mills. This battle is insane. 4 guys.
Definitely great racing tonight. Again, round 1 of the 250 East for everybody out there watching. Really excited to see how these points add up by the Bane, of course, being a heat. Can't really add anything up yet, but tonight will be a great race for sure.
Salty Walties leads up to 8 seconds now. Killing it out front.
Yeah, on the 2-stroke 250s, a lot of people have given some resentment about it, and people have praised it. So it's interesting to see him added to the rounds this year, of course, as we talked about before. But I personally think it's cool. I mean, it depends on how you ride it, and it's not always an advantage. It depends, how good you are in 2-stroke.
Yeah, and the track design. I mean, if it was a huge advantage, we would see everyone on them, and we are definitely not seeing that. It's been a good mix. Kind of pick your weapon, but right now Gebhardt getting it done, but he's lost some of his lead. It's down to 6 seconds.
Check out this battle in 6 right now. Hillman versus Mills. Good battle, clean side to side, each turn inside outside. Sadly gapping a little bit now. Yeah. A second ago they were passing back and forth a couple of times, but it was a good little battle there. Oh, Santos is down. Santos in 9th, final transfer. So Carlo is going to take that over. Interesting. So Santos on Mad Cave. Actually, no, it's still going to be in 9th. That's weird that it showed it switch. So PV in 10th now. Odd that cameras. Thank you, cameras. But Gebhardt still Salty Walty out front. Richards, Lynn, Sillick, Mills right on the back of Sillick now. Good battle here. Ooh, dancing a little bit, but making it through clean.
Watching Mills on Sillick, are you?
Yeah, Mills and Sillick. Yep. Good little battle here.
Sillick, the privateer, running up in 4th, maybe trying to pick up a ride for his 3-digit machine, the 428. Got the pressure from the OG Tiger Designs machine of D Mills.
Yeah, as of right now, it's amazing, especially anybody as a privateer with no team. I mean, I don't know. I've always been, odd about teams. Who is that down? That is Gebhardt. Gebhardt is down. Gebhardt going to 5th, running into, who is that? Lynn's.
Sillick is in 2nd now. He went around the triple, though. That might come into play with timing gates.
Yeah, cuts is going to be huge. Or timing gate, as you said, he might not be counted for his laps.
It looks like he's good. His gap's still registering correctly.
And Lynn's down. Well, not actually down, going a little fakey 180, landing backwards and actually staying up.
And so let's reset the field right now. Craig Richards with a 11-second lead. FamMX versus PC number 65. Thomas Silic, another. Well, no, he's not another privateer.
Gebhardt down again. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, what the heck? Cut me off,
No,
guy.
it's fine. It's 6 now for him, I think. Yep. Wow.
So, Richards leads, Silic second, Mills third, Lynn's going in fourth, Schiabro shows his face, Team Split Fire, new ride picked up, running the 614 machine with Gebhardt all over him. That's a battle to stop and watch. Oh, Gebhardt gets into the back of him. The wheels have come off. I think Walter's getting a little salty right now.
Yeah, he's probably screaming inside that helmet right now, just not feeling it tonight after leading most of this race, too.
Santos runs in 7th, Hillman 8th. Carlo has the final transfer with 6 seconds over PV as Carlo Moto Chasing Rider runs in 9th. And our heat race #1 winner, Craig Richards, puts the 65 into the main event. Silic looks good in second, but
good battle here. Lynn's trying to get Mills, didn't quite get him that turn. He was a little bit polite there. He laid the napkin in his lap and let her.
This gets exploded off the finish by Silic. Silic holds on to second.
Bro. Looking a little squarely. I was trying to add something saucy with the name for the finish, but it didn't work out. Santos. Squid Bro.
Salty Walty. Andre Santos. Here comes Alex Carlo in 8th. And, Hillman lost the transfer to PV.
Wow, PV's going to take it. That's crazy.
And now Triptez Eastland Park's going to be the first one out.
Dang. Come on, Triptez. You got this night, bro. But again, I want to say thank you to all viewing. 125 people, still solid. Thank you so much for all of you watching. If you have not yet, hit that follow button. SYS crew would love you for it. Thank you, guys.
So Parks, Hillman, Tanner Rogers, Nick Usick, Tyler Lewis, Cody Branson, Ethan Howell, Charlie Way, Kevin LeLong, Logan Leitzel, who was one of your top 5 qualifiers, are going to the LCQ. Looks like your top 9 stay the same. Wow.
Yeah, crazy night of racing already. As we said, round 1 for the East Coast guys. It's, you lay everything on the plate. You have nothing to back off, no reason to. It's round 1. You got to put the points out there. So, good night of racing so far.
Eliminate those mistakes for sure.
Yep. As they always say, your championships are won on your worst days, and if your worst day is a 5th, then you got a good season coming up.
I'll be right back before we get these semifinals going.
Alrighty. Which coming up next, we will have the 450 semi #1. Of course, so it'll be top 5 going through that will transfer to the main. Anybody that does not goes to the LCQ, which will be top 4 that is taken to anybody new. And again, very, very generous of all of you hanging out tonight and throughout the entire series. I'm Motoagogo for anybody new out there. I streamed all of the amateur series. I did a bunch of FamX rounds, both pro and am. So Kellen always tells me to speak about myself. I just don't like doing it too often as Mills goes down hard there. But I definitely know quite a bit about the game, and I'll be racing tomorrow night. So we'll see how that goes. All right, looks like 450 Supercross semi #1 is coming up next. And again, huge thank you to all the people out there, MotoOption, Ride365.com, Vermoto, everything that's been a part of this, Race Factory, Race Tech, every little bit. We're going to watch Dupree off the start here. And again, hope you're all having a fantastic Wednesday night. Welcome back, Checkers.
Looks like we're waiting for some people to load in.
Yep, I got Dupree on the start here. Let's give him a little bit of love tonight.
You probably got a lot of love last night on Valentine's.
Here we go. I was a little bit early.
Gates down.
Oh, somebody got stuck.
And into turn #1, Jack Zars, the rookie on the Moto Chasing machine, has it, goes wide, and Alex Heckman tucks it tight.
Yeah, Heckman might hold on to it this time as long as it doesn't take a trip to Indonesia like he did last time. So we'll see what happens.
Bad news for Kyle Robb, who had the fast lap in that heat race earlier. He was up in 3rd, got taken out, and now he's stuck in a pileup.
Oh, Zars is down in the corner, so he's going to be calling out at that top 5 already.
SYS teammates running the 2 and 3 spots right now. A couple OGs, former champions, both of them, Brian Haskell, Zach Dupuis. And Jeremy Siebold, your fast qualifier, runs in 4th. Haskell and Dupuis get together. Siebold says, thank you very much.
Yeah, Vanderlei right there behind him in the, I'm just going to say their gear tonight is great, if hopefully you guys get it. But either way, on that Mad Cape Designs ride tonight, the orange and black looking very fearsome, let's say. Let's go with
Wow,
that.
third on back looks like an OG club right now. Brian Haskell, Zach Dupuis, Jordan Vanderlee, Roy Mitchell. 4 of the OG fast guys all mixing it up. Problem is, one of them not going to go to the main event right now, the way they're sitting.
Yep, definitely a very stacked 450 semi tonight. Usually a little bit more spaced out, but
Dupuis off the track.
oh, yep, just saw him on the outside. There he
There's
is.
a lot of spots, so across going to move by, along with Mitchell now moves into the transfer
Zars
spot.
might get him as well.
Oh,
Nope.
Seabolt's down. He's going
And
to fall
Cross
out of
is
the
down.
transfer spot now, potentially, as Dupuis going to try to move into 5th.
Battle for the lead as well. Haskell right here on the back of
down
Heckman.
again.
Heckman holding him off barely, though. He could throw a blanket on these two. Oh, as you said, this final transfer is a stampede of riders.
Yeah, one of them looks like the 23 of Rob getting back going. He's
Oh, and Copeland goes down.
say, nope, decope, you not qualify.
All right, and also Vanderlei with the big mistake in the Tigerific gear he's got on tonight. Seabolt right there again.
Runs in the final transfer. He's the one guy you probably don't want to have to pass, as Kyle Robb's going to do it. Put him on the ground as well.
Crazy. Kyle Robb holding on to, as right now, the final transfer. But he does have Zars and Seabolt. We're battling right behind.
Who's that down in the berm? That's Mitchell. Rejoins right into the side of Kyle Robb. That's going to be
Honeywell also cleans out Zars. So Honeywell making it stick right out of the final transfer as of right now.
Battle for second is on. Zoacross all over Brian Haskell, and they're a long ways behind your leader now, Alex Heckman. Out front, running away. Heckman Productions number 55 is gone. So Haskell's Cross battling for second. Cross has a run down the whoops. Haskell gets sketchy, crosses it up. Cross goes down.
Oh, and right behind him, battling with Seabolt and, whew, I don't know how he stayed up.
Kyle Robb might have a chance to pick up the transfer right now on Cross.
He does, but
he's running it in deep. He's got to be careful
yep,
not to take
got
it
it.
out after
Clean.
those bales.
Clean pass. Very aggressive, yet
clean. Probably should have let him back by after going through the bales.
Cross doing anything he can to get that position back. Somebody in their game chat actually said, well, Kyle's getting protested by Zoa. Sounds like simulator talk as usual. Oh, and Zoa goes down on his own. Yeah, Cross with an issue. He's going to land Vandelay back by. So right now, as our top 5, we got Heckman out front with Haskell, Seabolt, Honeywell, and Robb.
Seabolt going to go by in the whoops. Haskell going to be on the inside. He's going to square it up down the start straight. They're drag racing. Haskell been having some problems in those whoops. He's been getting real sketchy. Staying on 2 wheels, but definitely not clean down them. Got to hold on just a little bit longer here. About 2 laps now, or a lap and 3/4 for these guys. Seabolt trying to be patient to get around the 371, 2-time Supercross champion here in the MotoOption Race Factory Series.
Yeah, Haskell, Seabolt, still a great battle here. Going through. Heckman made a
Seabolt
mistake.
Huge. Oh my goodness! I'm guessing you didn't catch it, but he jumped off the second whoop from the top of the second Dragon's back, tripled up, and then, or wadded up, I guess, and then doubled around the corner.
Oh, sorry about the dang. That sounds crazy though. Big Lions. Some of these guys just do anything they can to make up any time they could. So right now, your top 5: Heckman, Seabolt, Haskell, Honeywell, Robb. Let's see, Vanderlei just a little bit behind.
So Robb has to keep it on 2 wheels, and he should be set to get this final transfer position. Give a little love to Heckman, maybe out front leading the way.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to watch Seabolt down this Dragon's Back section and see if he nails it again. Goes 2 in here. Let's see what he's got. There he goes. He's going to come up short this time.
I mean, it's almost like a tire tap bounce, you know what I mean, coming out of that. It's kind of an interesting line.
Yeah, he got over it clean last lap, actually, and then jumbled around the corner. It was pretty legit, but Alex Heckman, 2 corners from taking a semi-win on the number 55.
Yeah, not sure who that was behind him that just ate it hard into the berm.
Semi-winner, number 55, Alex Heckman. Heckman Productions, 2nd place. Jeremy Seabolt on the 19 is going to go to the main. Dade Honeywell climbs up to third for Prime Design Graphics. Haskell, SYS Vitamin Water Machine into fourth. Kyle Robb takes your final transfer, and he's got a massive lead, so no worries about cuts as Jeff Cooper's all the way back in that sixth spot.
Cooper's
20
still flying his
seconds
final
out.
lap, though.
So Vanderlee as well. Peter, the Locomotive Light, Jack Zars, Copeland, Saulnier, Mitchell. Go across. Fell all the way back to 13th. Casey Ohlert.
Vanderlee had a great ride, and then sadly just kind of fell apart those last couple laps. He definitely seemed like he was going to get top 5.
We got a whole another one of those semifinals coming on up right here in a moment.
Really enjoying the track design tonight. I have yet to, as I said, put a lap myself onto it, but just watching from first person and every other way that we've seen tonight, it looks like it's going to be a fun track to battle on tomorrow.
Cuts are in. Top 5 are going to stay the same. So 5 guys going to the main event. The rest going to be in that LCQ. And semi number 2 coming right up here in a moment.
All right.
On the line, Spencer Turley on the number 49. We have Andrew Wood, Toby Stock, Sean Klein, James Armstrong, Devin Ryan, Jack Fowler, Colton Mitchell, Brady Stanley, Zach Prokop, Luke Heberlein, Devin Davis, Brandon Berg, Reed Young, Matthias Janis. Rounding out your field, 5 of these boys going to the main.
All right, getting ready to go. I'm going to watch Skline off the start here. It is USA gear that he wore during the MX of Nations. So here we go.
Gates down. Armstrong, last week's winner's got a good jump down the inside, but Spencer Turley going to lead him to the turn, but he drifts wide. Devin Davis going to slide on in, take the whole shot.
Yeah, Devin with a great start so far, as you just said. Turley right behind. Heberlein right here. Armstrong and Young. Who else? I missed somebody in there. Cams are not picking up. So right now, as you said, start 5. Davis, Turley, Heberlein, Armstrong, and Klein. Let's see if Ryan can mix it up.
Checkers has left your channel.
And Checkers was dragged away from my channel, apparently, so we'll get it back here in a minute. As of right now, good racing so far. Davis out front. Heberlein, all these so far going for a transfer. Skline, as we call him, just as a friendly name, but Armstrong getting a little bit in the top blocks in the start of the whoops there, so Stanley is going to be right behind Stanley, of course, in 6th. One odd man out. But otherwise, right now, Armstrong looking solid as a top 5 contender with Skline right in front of him. And, oh, they come together. I don't think Skline's going to be happy about that. Stanley's going to get by, make an easy pass. Got Ryan right here with A. Wood. Wood having a good ride so far. Is sitting in 5th, final transfer. But Ryan right behind, doing anything he can to get in touch with his speed through the Dragon's back, but having a lot of mistakes. Let's go back out front right now, see what's going on. Heberlein right ahead of Davis. Looks like Davis might be putting the pressure on for the leader. But Turley as well didn't pick him up last time with Camps, but it looks like Turley's right there. But right now, Heberlein, Turley, Stanley, Wood, Ryan, Skline, Mitchell, Armstrong back here. Janis is down, sadly. Stocks is going to, come right up into him. He was probably invisible. They did, and I'm betting they didn't see him. Either way, getting destroyed. Somebody else is down as well. Let's see. Looks like Mitchell and Armstrong getting together. So right now, see if that mixes up anything in our top 5. We got Heberlein out front, Turley, Stanley, Davis, and A-Wood. Right now, just triple checking. Yep, everything looks good on the board. So Mitchell and Armstrong fighting for that bubble spot right now. Oh, who was that down? That was A-Wood. Oh, that's going to mix everything up. So that should, yep, it does. It gives Mitchell the top 5 spot that he needs to make it through the semi into the main. And Armstrong is going to clean him, but also takes himself out. So that's going to allow Skline to get back up by. So Skline's going to take over the final spot. Armstrong not feeling it tonight. It looks kind of like he's, stiff-arming everybody out there, but Skline is going to hold on right now. Not quite making that corner as well as he should have, but somehow holding on. Keep an eye on this final spot here with Armstrong trying to catch up. Let's go to the front really quick. Heverline still out here. Turley, Stanley, Davis, and Skline once again in your final transfer. Armstrong has the speed. He did really well last week. Let's see if he can catch him. Let's go on board with Armstrong for a minute here and see how he does. Oh, big mistake. Oh, that's going to allow Colton Mitchell by. But Armstrong is going to make the triple that Mitchell could not do, so that's going to get him back by. But still, it's going to allow Skline to get a bit away from them in the final transfer. So right now, your leader, once again, Heverline out front. What is the lead he has? 2.6, not a big lead at all over Turley. Turley doing everything he can, wheeling through the final little whoop section. So right behind him, Stanley as well. Davis having a great ride. Been looking really solid last couple weeks, so it's good to see. And once again, Sean Klein as your last spot. But Armstrong and Mitchell are right there. He does not have a big gap. Yeah, definitely pressure is on for him to keep going as hard as he can throughout this last lap. Consistency is going to be a big deal. Let's see if he could hold on over Armstrong and Mitchell. Ooh, Skline with a big mistake, but he's blocking. As they always say as a joke, you got to block 20 feet wide, and is he going to hold on? They both go down with Armstrong, and Mitchell is going to hit, but not go legs off. Mitchell is going to take over. Wow. What a... interesting ending there. So Mitchell is going to end up taking the final transfer. As long as cuts don't come in, Armstrong is going to go through in 6th. Skline is going to come back through in 7th. And Stocks is down at the end here. What a crazy way to mix up the ending of that semi. Wow, crazy racing so far.
has joined your channel.
And welcome back, Checker.
Sorry, taking care of some RF admin duties.
Gotta love it. Yeah, we just had a crazy race there. We had, sadly, Skline go from 5th final transfer spot to 7th in the final, 2-3 turns before the end?
I saw him and Armstrong getting up after the whoops. Was it a takeout, or did they...
It looked like they just kind of came together. Like, one of them had the speed through the whoops, got a little squirrely. The other one kind of came together. You know what I mean? Like, a racing incident more than anything.
Yeah, I mean, anything pretty much goes for a last transfer anyways.
Of course.
Right? Besides track cutting. And cuts are in. Armstrong lost the transfer.
Wow.
Mitchell, Devin Davis, Brady Stanley, Spencer Turley, Luke Heberlein, your winner, are going to go to the main event.
Keep it going for 2 seconds. I need to grab some water.
He's in the pressure situation of the LCQ. That changes things up a little bit. Speaking of LCQs, we're going to have them coming right up. We're going to have the 250 LCQ first, 3 minutes plus 1 lap. And they're going to take top 4 to the main, and that's going to be it for your 250 East opener. So if you're not in the main and you want to be competing for this championship, you need one of these 4 spots coming up right meow.
Right about meow. I'm excited, though. LCQs.
I love LCQs.
Best part of the whole night.
Action-packed. You know who else is probably excited right now is Colton Mitchell as he's going to the main. He doesn't have to go to an LCQ. Armstrong probably not feeling so good after losing that last transfer that he had to work so hard to get.
Like right now, I can imagine Colton Mitchell just before he saw that the cuts came in. He's probably sitting there like, "You took me out, you piece of that," and then he sees it. It's like, "Oh well, nope. You know what? Everything's fine. We're good. Thanks."
All right, 250 East, Supercross LCQ on the line. Logan McSweeney, Owen Hillman, Cody Branson, Chase DeSell, Charlie Way, Nick Uzik, Ethan Parks, Benny Landry, Logan Leitzel, Kevin LeLong, Adam Holm, Tyler Lang, Phil Doyon, Josh Betts, Noah Baker, Trevor Doran, Tyler Lewis, Ethan Howell, Fred Heather, Riley Poindexter, Tanner Rogers, Corbin Lenaway. I believe that's your whole field, and the gate is down, and we're off to the races. McSweeney with a great start on the outside. But
Tanner Rogers getting taken out right at the start there. I was keeping an eye on him on the start. As you said, McSweeney out front, but no!
McSweeney down.
Gets exploded.
Cody Branson takes the lead. Tyler Lang battling it out with Adam Holm here in the 2 spot. We saw Adam put in some great rides on the 450 at the end of the West Coast swing, and he's going to jump his way.
Landry sadly having to go double single on the triple, so it's going to allow Betts to get right on the back of him as well. So kind of a change-up already with Holm right ahead of him, but Landry did have a bit of a gap, but closed it right back up with Betts.
Branson leads the way. Lang settles into second, Holm third, Landry fourth, and Josh Betts right now in the last transfer. Not in the last transfer. I'm sorry. He's in fifth on the outside looking in on the 96 Moto Chasing Machine.
Now, see if Tanner Rogers can get back up into a position. I remember him being an absolute front runner. Yeah, eighth right now. He has quite a ways to go, but always count him in. Fast laps, fast rider. Hopefully, he can make it happen tonight.
He's got to stay out of trouble. He definitely has the speed, as qualifying showed, being your third fast qualifier. But if he wants to be a title contender, he's going to have to find himself in this main event.
Holm with a huge mistake, so it's going to allow Betts and Landry by, so it drops Holm back to fifth, one man out.
That's going to put the pressure on Landry, but he's got to be careful because they're both in transfer spots.
Yep, Holm is watching this happen, trying to find the inside line, not going to make it happen yet.
Hey, Tom, I'm going to try to take these guys to school, a little science class, and make an experiment to get into the number 4 spot. That didn't really work out.
It worked enough. Hey, it worked enough. So Holm doing everything he can, but look who's right behind him now. Tanner Rogers take it up.
Oh, Betts is down.
Yep. Oh, and collides with McSweeney. Yep. So it's going to allow Tanner, as we were just saying earlier, one spot outside. So, I mean, right now, Holm has to be sweating a little bit, having Rogers right behind him. Oh, and off track is Landry. Landry humping his bike, trying to get around the berm, got stuck just outside the tough blocks, having to go back in. So Rogers is now going to be your final bubble spot. So here we go right now, watching this LCQ. We'll get, once again, top 4 make it through. Rogers looking solid. Landry right here as well still. Oh, and who did they get into there? That was Lang that was down, which also takes out Holm and Landry. Wow. Here comes McSweeney trying to get the 2-stroke going on the inside. Sweeney goes into 4th now. So 5th is Holm, 6th is Betts. Wow. Crazy battling here. Quite the change up in position. Who is that down? I don't think it's anybody important. Let's go back to the top 4 right now. We got Branson out front, Rogers, Lang, and McSweeney. Behind Sweeney is Holm. So let's see what happens here. Oh, and wow, Sweeney gets taken out by Holm. Holm is going to get passed back by Betts, which could not make the triple. Which also has Landry right behind. Amazing racing this LCQ so far. But out front right now, you got Branson pretty far ahead of Rogers. Nothing too crazy. And then Lang, of course, and then Betts, your final, which right behind him, Landry is sitting pretty happy. Let's go on board and watch him for a moment. Oh, and Landry throws it away and gets tangled up with Holm. Nobody's going to be happy out of that one. Fred Heather, boner error to 360 landing to legs off. Not exactly what you're looking for. So Betts is going to be pretty happy with this gap he's going to get right now. He is sitting, I would say, about 5 seconds. Right now he has also DeSell right behind. But right now your top 4 making it through so far is Branson on his final lap. making it look pretty easy with Rogers right behind, Lang and Betts once again just gone from anybody else. A lot of crashes so far, but Branson is going to be your winner of this LCQ with Rogers right behind. Lang is going to come through in third, and looks like, yep, definitely Betts is going to take her fourth in the final spot. Welcome back, Chex.
Yeah, I'm back. Interesting drama actually involving your race winner, Cody Branson. He had a little bit of shenanigans go on at the end of his heat race. And we were debating whether to remove him from the race or deal with it via protests. But he will go to the main tonight, and we'll review it when we have a little bit more time this week and get both sides of the story and all that fun stuff.
Anyway, we can get slight info about what the issue was. What happened,
actually, I can post a link in the chat to everyone of what he did at the finish as a lapper in the heat race.
Ooh, interesting.
Didn't end up causing any issues as he was getting lapped by Daniel Mills, who ended up making the main event. But he very well could have crashed him on the takeoff, and that would have been a real bad situation.
There's no audio for you guys for a second. I'm just checking the GIF really quick just to see. Oh, yeah, that was kind of interesting. Huh. Well, we'll see what happens with there. But as of right now, as you said, he is going to the main, winning this LCQ. So good ride for him either way. Of course, going to be Branson, Rogers, Lang, and Betts. No changes in the top four with cuts, so it looks like they're all going to go through. That was a bit of an interesting way to end a race, though. That's for sure.
Yeah, Rogers all the way up to second. I didn't get to see much of the race anyways.
Yeah, he ended up catching up. We had a big issue where we had everybody from, I think it was third through sixth came together.
Let's do a quick rundown before the gate drops. Peter Locomotive Like, Jack Zars, Casey Oler, Andrew Wood, Toby Stock, Sean Klein, James Armstrong, Devin Ryan, Roy Mitchell, Dominic Saulnier, Bryce Whelan, Zach Prokop, Jack Fowler, Jordan Vanderleed, Zoe Cross, Dylan Copeland, Jeff Cooper, Reed Young, Matthias Janis are your field. 4 of them going to go to the main here.
All right, here we go into the first corner. Thank you for the quick.
Strong start on the inside. Vanderlee from the outside.
Vanderlee, really good start.
And Armstrong going to take the lead. Last week's winner going to try to run away with Reed Young in second. Fowler, Vanderlee both right there. Klein with the mistake goes down with Toby Stocks. Bad news for those boys starting off on the ground.
Yeah, Sklein's one of those people, I'm not just saying as just a friend of his, but he has a speed and consistency usually to make it through, and just definitely not his night tonight so far.
Oh, Bryce Whelan, your 250 West winner last week in Oakland, is in 5th. He needs a transfer.
Yeah, he's right behind Vanderlee.
Right Jack Fowler in front of them on the Mad Cape machine.
Wood's up in here
run
too.
Down the whoops. Gets sideways, almost gets into Whelan. Flash transfer battle heating up.
Which are always exciting to watch, especially for the fact that, you know, it's your last chance, period.
Too. Short races, mistakes are magnified. You can't recover from them as well. Nope. Vanderlee looking inside. Is he going to blow him up? No, he puts the pin back in the grenade. Now Whelan going to go after him.
Whelan's soaking up a lot on that first triple in. He had a little bit more of a scrub line without actually scrubbing, just more soaking up the suspension, but made a lot of momentum coming out of that.
Down that interesting dragon back section. We've seen so many different lines down that pretty basic section, but no real clean way through it, it doesn't appear. At least not a fast way for these guys.
Hey, it's a video game. A lot of times, even though it's... down. Yep.
But Whelan dealing with pressure from Roy Mitchell now.
I was quickly going to say, though, that being a video game, even though you can do the same thing exactly the same time, every time with a certain amount of throttle, it never works out exactly the same way every time you go through it. So it's one of those sections that's going to catch you off guard from time to time.
Give a call to Andrew Wood, Tagger, Dr. D ride in the number 6 spot. He's moving forward right now. Nice. Trying to make up some time and get up into that top 4. Yeah, who's that down? That's Fowler over the bars.
And also Young. Sorry, yep, he slid out, not quite legs off, but that's huge in second. So we have Whelan now right behind him. And then also Mitchell, of course, in our final transfer with A-Wood. So it's going to allow Janice, once again, everybody, a quick shout out to him for doing our amateur streams. Check him out tomorrow.
Matthias, Matias _43, I believe is his stream. Yep. If you guys want to check him out on Twitch tomorrow night, streaming all the amateur races over there.
Yeah, starting at 9 p.m.
Is getting up again from a crash. Still runs in 4th, but it's allowing Janice to close that gap down.
Yeah, right now Armstrong looking pretty solid. He had a great ride last week, so running off the momentum of how he did, especially with Whelan right behind him, still looking solid. Mitchell once again, and Young. But Matthias Janis sadly a bit a ways that I don't see him making up the time.
has left your channel.
And Checker's been pulled once again. That's okay, though. So right now, Armstrong, let's go on board with him for a second, see how he gets around this track.
Check Errors has joined your channel.
And that's how to get around partial part of the lap with Armstrong as he goes across the line. Welcome back, Checkers.
Busy night for the admin duties.
I bet.
Armstrong, busy night racing. Going to run every lap, it looks like, on the Team Volcom number 33, but he's going to get the job done and get himself into this main event.
I have Bryce Whelan as disconnected, maybe? Yeah, so change up in the top 4. Armstrong, Mitchell, Young, and Matthias Janis. Apparently...
Wood, though, right there, and he's now in 5th instead of 6th. This spot definitely matters now.
Wow, I can't believe your 3rd place runner has either A, disconnected completely, or B...
Looks like they just said rip his internet. It timed out right before the semi as well. Wood has a run. He's going for the triple up line over Janis. Side by side for the last transfer.
Janis is not giving that up at all. Here he goes for the inside.
For the block pass. Janis trying to shut the door. They're splitting lines in the sand. He loops it out and goes down.
A-Wood tried so hard. I gotta give him so much credit on that. He gave every bit he had for that line. Wow.
Hey,
so,
I think it's kind of funny that the Southwick Warrior, Andrew Wood, goes down in the sand section and not make the main event.
I mean, the amount of torque he had coming out of that corner, though.
He Larry looped it in the sand.
Oh, great racing, though. Bummer not to see him make it, but you know what? That's well... I would walk away laughing from that. It's a horrible night, but to flip out of a sand section, yeah, that takes some skill. I'll say that much. You know what that means, though? It's coming up next. We got our first main of the night.
Oh, is it 250 East main event time?
Round 1 for the East, of course. I'm so excited about this. And, of course, what is our main sponsored by tonight again, sir?
Oh, well, I think this one's going to be presented by our fine folks at Tiger Designs. You know that they paint some badass helmets for a lot of the top pro riders?
A lot of cool custom designs.
And they can paint yours, too. Or you can just buy a helmet from them. You don't even have to get one painted. They sell helmets there. TigerDesigns.net. .net, not .com, .net. Log on. Check them dudes out. Bronson Gasparian, one of the rad dudes in the community, been with us for so long. His dad, Tag, kills it in the helmet design game. So stoked to have them as a part of Race Factory. They've given out some bitchin' helmets to, actually one of the guys, Jeremy Smith, making his East Coast Supercross debut this weekend, Saturday night. Cheer on that 309 machine. You see him usually here on Wednesday nights battling in Sim. He's going to be on the real life starting gate, and he's going to kill it. You just watch.
I'm really excited about that. Always good to see one of our, good friends, good racer in Sim, actually taking it IRL to, racing in the same caliber. It's awesome.
For that rundown, Andre Santos, Connor Linz, Cody Branson, Tyler Schmidt, Connor Holyak, Jeremy Cohenauer, Daniel Mills, Victor Nycott, Chase Blakely, Alex Carlo, Tyler Lang, Clement Lana, Walter Gebhardt, Jake Rose, Josh Betts, Thomas Silk, Josh Reed, Jeremy Scalbro, Kellen Brower, Connor Peavy, Tanner Rogers, Craig Richards will be in the main event. Round number 1, 250 East. Are you ready? Oh, you're supposed to turn off chat, Mr. Moto.
Oh, yeah. That's my bad.
And then, who do you got?
Right now,
round number 1.
I'm going to be nice about... Oh, as I was just about to say, going to give Kellen some love and call him out to get the win. But actually, Connor Linz, even though he's got the whole shot right now, I was actually thinking because of earlier in the heat, he looked amazing, so...
Well, it's just warm-up lap right now.
Yep, but as of right now, I'm still going to give it out to Linz.
Fast qualifier. I am going to go... Man, I got to go Connor Holyak. The corner speed he showed in that heat race was incredible. I'm going to go with second place. I'm going to take Tyler Schmidt just because I think he's going to be ridiculous consistent. And I think Kellen Brower is going to be third. Linz, I believe, has the speed. I don't know if he has the racecraft to get this thing done. I would put him in the 4th spot with his teammate Tanner Rogers in 5th.
PV, even though just going through in the lead right now as this warm-up, he also had a pretty good ride earlier tonight. I mean, Tanner Rogers had a lot of speed in this heat. I don't know. There's so many people to call out. I think I'm still going to stick with Linz, though. I'd love to see Kellen get, round 1. It'd be awesome to see him get his first win, but I don't know. I also Rogers had a lot to think about. Throwing the 360 over the finish, but
good in warm-up, bad in races. JLV rule number 1.
Yep.
And we saw Linz get that good start, so I'm guessing he's going to be laying on the ground in turn number 1 as it's main event time. And I will go Schmidt on the whole shot as well.
All right, let's see if you're correct about this.
Let's watch that number 1. He's in P5.
There you go.
Lined up right by D Mills, it looks like, on his inside.
All right, guys, you ready? Here it is, the first round, of course, of this year for East Coast 250s, and the gate drops.
Gates down. Looks like D Mills on the inside has a good start. Is he going to drift? Brower and Schmidt down in turn number 1. D Mills down, and Josh Reed takes the whole shot of round number 1. Cody Branson out of the LCQ, and then Connor Lynn slides out as he's in 3rd, takes his teammate Richards down with him.
Crazy start. Oh, and also off track is going to be Reed.
So
getting
Branson
saucy.
Down on the
Oh,
lead now.
wow.
Josh Reed to the number 1 spot. D Mills somehow survived that wreck in turn 1 to be in 2nd. Blakely 3rd. Stillick and Tyler Lang are your top 5 right now.
Yeah, his top 4 or 5 are all stacked so close right now. Of course, it's going to spread out as the race goes on, but right now, this is amazing to watch. I'm going to go in the back. Let's go to the caboose of this train and go live on board and watch, see how it goes.
On board with Tyler Lang from Moto Chasing, I'm guessing?
Silex, sorry. Watching right here since he's a little bit working through, trying to at least.
Working on Chase Blakely right now. The number 20 Blakely's only machine is the 428, the privateer Silik, however
Crazy
you say
to watch
it.
on board, especially with how much work it takes in pro to get. Oh, as he cases hard, and yep, that's gonna cause him to go down. He's gonna lose quite a bit from that. Wow, he's probably gonna lose, I think, 5 spots.
Oh, D Mills tripling up into the lead, doing that big line over the Dragon's back.
Oh, and then jumps back over.
With Reedy. Reedy takes it back again. Mills runs deep on him. These guys are getting aggressive.
Good battling, and right behind him too is Blakely, just sitting here watching all this happen.
Mills finally takes the spot on the 31 Tiger Designs machine into the lead.
Ooh, did you see the speed of Reed on the whoops there, trying to get around the outside? Just couldn't make it happen in the end, but he was definitely flying through the whoops.
The 31 of Daniel Mills is going to lead the way with a lot of pressure from Prime Design Graphics rider Josh Reed.
Great racing thus far. We got Linz up here still, Holiak, Nikont, Richards up here, Salty Walty, Casing in the background. Got Carlo, and of course Schmidt, number 1 plate coming in. Not the debut he was expecting for tonight, having that first turn issue. Let's see where Kellen is sitting at right now. Kellen is back, sadly, in 16th. Not the start he wanted at all.
Oh, Mills almost down with the lead. Makes a huge mistake. He's not going to have a run into the whoops. Is he going to be able to keep it on 2 as he tries to get momentum back going? He does. Reed around the outside, going to square it up.
I thought Blakely was going to go right into the back of Reed. Yeah.
Third. Connor Lynn's also lurking back there in the number 4 spot. Lap times are in. 56.8 for Mills, 57 for Reed, 56.2 for Blakely, and a 54.7 for Linz. So he's definitely the fastest guy in this group.
On fire right now. His Linz is already on the backside of Blakely.
Guys all funnel into the outside to get a run at this monster triple.
Oh, leader is down. Yeah, Mills
Yes,
is down. Oh, and then also goes down is Reed and
Blake.
Linz. Sorry, it was Linz. Yep.
Yeah, Blakely is leading now. Linz in 2nd. Holiak up to 3rd. Came out of nowhere with that crash.
Oh, and then Mills and Reed almost get back together in that straightaway.
Victor Nikot runs 6th. Richard 7th. We're still super early on in this main event. We're not even 4 minutes into this 15-minute plus 1 lap main event.
Oh, did you see Mills? Oh, I hope you saw that. He rode a nose wheelie for a solid 5-6 feet. He went through the whoops. He tapped his back wheel, did a little bit of a a little bit of Tomac to the whoops, and then at the very last one, bucked him almost over the bars, rode a nose wheelie all the way to the berm. Amazing riding. So right now, as you said, Blakely out front, Linz, Holiak, Mills, Reed still also close. Nycott and Richards battling. Nycott making a big mistake. Richards also getting hit into by Schmidt.
Schmidt laying on the ground, not looking good for the number one right now.
Yeah, there's Rogers getting by. We talked about Tanner Rogers earlier tonight, sitting in 7th right now. Not a terrible ride for him at all. Blakely still your leader, checking the front pack.
Update on Kellen Brower running back in the 14th spot for all you SYS fans. You can watch across the top of the screen to keep an eye on where your favorite riders are. We have a new leader, Connor Linz.
Wow, as we keep checking around, we keep missing.
Connor Holiak 55, so it's not like Holiak had a bad lap as he's chasing him around. Daniel Mills now into 3rd. Blakely falls to 4th, so he definitely had a fall off.
Yeah, Holiak is pretty close.
Could be good. Connor Holiak has been ripping in your fast qualifier. Connor Linz.
It's funny, we did both the 2 names we called out for the beginning of this race. I'm curious to see how the 2 of them do.
Blakely, or Holiak, I'm sorry. Getting all these guys all mixed
Mills
up.
is down. Takes out Blakely with them. Also, Reed. Oh, saved it.
Pike safe.
Yeah, big time.
Richard's going to go on through now. He's going to move up into the 6th spot. Rogers also went through his versus PC FamMX teammate. Things are looking good in this 250E series for that team as they have 3 of the top 6. One of them leading the way, Connor Linz.
Oh, Mills is down again. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. All the way back to 8th now. Wow.
Cut me off like we're on an LA freeway right now.
You're taking the 10 to the 30 to the... no, what was it? The 10-15 to the 5. That's it. The 10-15 to the 5. I hated that ride. But right now...
Rogers putting pressure on right now for the number 4 spot. Nycott has it. Rogers wants it. Going to get a little better run at the triple. No, he had to check up in the turn, actually. Now he's going to have to jump high in the air to get over it. Watch this dragon back section. See what these guys are doing. Oh, Rogers stayed super low off the top of that. They're now reeling in Josh Reed, and Connor Holiak has lost a ton of time. He's now 10 seconds out of the lead.
Yeah, it's crazy. He was right up close to Linz.
Rogers running it hard.
I'm surprised Rogers was able to stay. Oh, big mistake.
Nycott with a save is going to lose spot to both Richards and Rogers.
You see how close Richards got to Rogers on that corner there? I mean, his speed was crazy through those whoops. Give it a quick look at our lead really quick. Linz still sitting at 10.9 over Holiak, but he does have Reed. Oh, and right behind him again, Richards and Rogers going at it another corner. Different lines to this rhythm.
Rogers going to check up a little bit, give his teammates some room. Dumps that triple from the inside, comes up short, and almost loses a spot to Nycott, who he just passed about half a lap ago.
Yeah, Nycott looking solid. Good ride for him tonight. Oh, I thought he was going into the pole. Whew.
He was like a chick on Valentine's Day the way he was chasing after that pole. Daniel Mills now putting the pressure on Victor Nycott. Oh, Mills drives it in deep. They're going to be bar to bar down the whoops. Hey, guess what? We're at the halfway point as Nycott hits the ground, and you know what time that is? It's time for the versus PC top 10 rundown, and running out front, versus PC rider Connor Linz leading the way on the number 18. Second place, Connor Holiak, Team Verb Moto, 10 seconds behind right now. Josh Reed running up in third, Prime Design Graphics on the number 809. Being chased down right now by the Aussie Craig Richards, another FamMX versus PC rider. In fourth with his teammate Tanner Rogers right behind him. Let's take a peek here. Rogers looks like he's reeling in Richards a little bit, and they've both definitely closed on Reedy.
Yeah, good battle up here definitely
Reedy
for that.
Oh,
big mistake. Takes everybody.
And a lapper in the mix as well, going to just kind of patiently wait, and Daniel Mills says, thank you very much. Now that we're trying to do a top 10 rundown, they decide to get all mixed up as Richards goes into third now. Mills fourth all over him. Rogers back going in fifth, and the big loser there right now, Josh Reed, falls to sixth with Chase Blakely. Blakely's only number 20 right behind him. Then we find Salty Walty Gebhardt, number 73 on the two-stroke moto chasing machine, runs in the 8th spot. Nycott falling back to 9th. Silver Skate Ride.
Oh, Case by Richards is going to allow Mills to get by.
Rounding out your top 10, Bird Motor Ride, number 70, Jake Rose. And we got to go outside the top 10 to find the number 1 defending champion, Tyler Schmidt, struggling right now, back in 11th. Oof. That's been your top 10 rundown, brought to you by Versus PC, versuspc.com. Log on, check out their PCs. They're pretty sick.
Yeah, definitely. Versus-pc.com for anybody out there. They have everything from budget builds to as crazy as you want to dream up, custom water loops every way.
If you want to get into MX Simulator, send an email to John, John, at versuspc.com. Tell him Checkers sent you, and he will hook you up like a tow truck.
Yep, definitely been by my side, and the reason why my stream looks half as good as it is because he's been by my side since, wow, it's been about a year and a half now, so definitely check him out, guys.
The battle for second getting spicy right now. Craig Richards, Daniel Mills, Tiger Designs versus PC Fam MX Riders battling it out. The 31 and the 65. Richards to the inside.
Good battle.
Has it. Mills pushed the front end a little bit. And we got a new second place rider. And here comes Tanner Rogers.
Yeah, just sneaking up in there.
Fam sweep right now. Lands on Mills. Mills not even affected.
Yeah, that was a crazy little wreck there. I'm surprised that Mills had no issue at all. Just kind of shrugged him, like dusted him off his shoulder. Just kept going, no big.
Update on Kellen Brower running in the 18th spot right now. Yeah,
somebody's asking if he wrecked or something. I'm guessing he probably did. He dropped back that far. Not a good ride for him tonight, sadly.
Good ride, though, for Connor Linz. He has a 23-second lead over his teammate Craig Richards right now. Mills, though, still giving chase. Daniel Mills looking great at the first round of this East Coast Series.
Yeah, it's amazing, too, because he's been back as far as, what, 8th or 9th so far in this main and worked his way back up and having a good ride tonight for sure.
Yeah, OG, kind of one of the more mature racers on this series as well, so I feel like he's going to be consistent, especially with his good starts.
As we talk about him.
Head over heels over bars.
Commentators curse, hands down.
Chase Blakely says, "Hello, podium. I like you, and I'm going to stand on you later tonight."
At the same time, we are only 11 minutes out of 15, so we do have a little bit of time.
Down again, losing spots. So that moves Salty Walty up into the 5 spot. Jake Rose right on him. That's a good battle right now in the 5th and 6th spot. Rose trying to get a run on Gebhardt.
The saltiest of Walties. Let's see if he can make it happen.
Oh, was that D Mills was down?
It was, yeah, D Mills, yep.
This just became a battle for the 4 spot now. Rose going to clear the finish line a little better. He's getting her a little bit of a run.
So as of right now, we have Gebhardt almost getting passed by Rose. Rose is going to push.
Rose going to get him over the triple.
Wow. I can't believe he actually held the line and made it work. That's amazing. I thought they were coming together for sure.
Rose into 4th, but Gebhardt not ready to surrender the position just yet, keeping the pressure on.
Yeah, definitely. Sadly, with Rose, and of course, this is a battle for 4th right now, for anybody curious about that. But Gebhardt still pushing on Rose, see if he can make the line happen.
Got to run. Oh, a little slip up by Rose, but he doesn't lose the spot yet. Down the straight, it's a drag race. Gebhardt runs it in hard. Takes the spot.
Yeah, clean by Rose, though, as well. He went a little bit high. He knew he was going to push the issue. And, I mean, Gebhardt easily could have cleaned him there, but made it a little bit cleaner than I thought he would. Maybe backing off of the seasoning this weekend on that corner.
Battle for second, also heating up Blakely, running down Richards. Richards only had a 59 last time by. Blakely a 55.4, almost as fast as lap of the race. He has a 55.3 already run as well.
Yeah, Blakely is pretty close on Richards right now. He's definitely, as you said, reeling him in. Oh, as we say that, right up in the tough blocks. Wow, that was an interesting crash.
And Rose back around Gebhardt yet again, and they're both going to go around him. And they're putting Kellen Brower a lap down as they go down the whoop section here.
Kellen doing the smart thing, just staying out of everybody's way. Sadly, just sometimes you have to do that, but making sure that they have a clean race line to go by. Take note of that, lappers watching, please.
Looks like it hasn't been all roses out front for Connor Linz. His gap's 18 seconds now, so it's shrunk a little bit. but still plenty comfortable. And now Richards actually had a huge mistake, so he's going to lose some of that.
We might have
Jake Rose
go ahead, sir.
Finds himself on the podium in the 3 spot at the moment.
Yeah, it looks like we might have a battle by Silik and Mills here pretty soon, with Rogers right here as well, making a 3-way battle, but definitely Mills and Rogers. Closest battle I think we have in the top 10.
Mills getting saucy over the triple.
Yeah, very clean scrub whip.
I want some of that spaghetti because it looks spicy.
Oh, and Mills is backing off a little bit throughout that rhythm. Looks like he made a couple mistakes there, trying to get to the lappers. Silik as well, not having the best line. Oh, and Rogers down, getting back up in the sand. So Mills is going to get by as well. Yeah, just Mills looks like.
A good battle going on here for the 4 spot. Blakely.
Oh, our leader down, sorry.
Gebhardt.
He's back up. 21-second lead it says, though, so we should be okay.
Yeah, Blakely is all over Gebhardt right now. Moto chasing rider Walter Gebhardt on the 73 has 4th. Blakely's only chased Blakely once it. Gonna deal with a lapper down the Dragon's back. The lapper getting a little sketchy. Gonna jump to the outside.
Oh,
Hopefully not come
lapper!
across. He does
Wow,
come right across.
That was kind of surprising. I figured he would just jump off the track for a second since he was already squirrely, but well, he put himself into a timeout, I guess.
Yeah, Cody Branson actually just disconnected. He was about to get banned anyways. So
Wow.
obviously we talked about his shenanigans earlier in the night and then causing issues in the main event here as well.
Yep, you can only pile it up so much until the weight comes back down on top of you, which AKA banned. So good to see him.
Peace out, see you later, and baby see you later, actually. Sometimes some guys like that maybe just don't even need to be on the racetrack.
Hey, let that be a lesson to any of you watching that think you want to mess around a little bit. Wow, Gebhardt, a little bit of a case there in the rhythm, but making it work. Blakely lit a nosedive, both making it third clean. Looking around, Richards still doing great in second. Oh, Jake Rose is down, getting back up, so it's going to allow Gebhardt to get right by. Oh, and he goes
Rose,
past
a
him.
double fall. Blakely going to go by as well.
Oh, by the way, Silik and Rogers side by side dualies pretty much over that triple. So we got a couple of good battles going here, but our leader, our winner actually already, Connor Lenz, taking the win here, round 1 of the East Coast.
Wow, that race went fast. Looks like his teammate Craig Richards going to come around and take the number 2 spot on the 65 machine as well. Gebhardt going to get the podium on the last lap with the double fall-offs from Rose. Salty Walty onto the box for Team Moto Chase, and Blakely to 4th. Rose still top 5 finish. He can't be bummed with that first round, although he went from 3rd to 5th. Great.
Oh, he's going to kick himself a little bit, but still, hey, top 5, got to be happy.
Tanner Rogers going to come across in the 6th spot. Silik 7th, Reed 8th, Santos 9th, and Connor Holyak comes back into the top 10 after a rough main event for him. Tyler Schmidt 11th place. Your defending champ won't have the red plate next week. Daniel Mills, after being up front most of the race, all the way back to 12th.
And no cuts for the top 10.
Holy cow, that race went by really fast.
What's crazy, too, is our 6th place rider, Tanner Rogers, fastest lap. Actually, no, I take that back. He had 2nd fastest over, looks like our 10th place rider, Holyak, running a 53.3.
Wow. If this 450 main is anything like that, I mean, that race went by so fast because of all the action going on.
Oh, yeah, tons of battling all around, and once again, it's been a great, night so far, especially seeing all the new faces in 250 but, as we said earlier, a lot of the guys that are racing 250 West are now in the 450 chase to mix it up a little bit, so I'm excited to see what happens here.
Speaking of 450, Spencer Turley, Craig Leak, Jeremy Siebel, Tyson Fresquez, Kevin Ferzaka, James Armstrong, Alex Heckman, Matt Burkeen, Jeremy Shipley, Bryce Whelan, William St. Laurent, Roy Mitchell, Dade Honeywell, Kyle Robb, Colton Mitchell, Brady Stanley, Brian Haskell, Russ Chapman, Jeremy Henners, Devin Davis, Reed Young round out your field this 450 main event. Who do you got, Moto? Moto?
Sorry about that. I thought I smelled electrical burning. Just came right back. My fault. I thought I smelled something burning from the kitchen. I'm back. For tonight's race, I don't know. It's really going to be interesting. Let me think. Turley's been doing pretty well. You know what? Here's the funny thing. I'm going to call Seabolt as the upset. I mean, you can easily go with Tyson every round. You know he's probably going to win. I'm going to go Seabolt. Coming in off of a great 250 season so far, I want to see him slay it. That'd be amazing to see him come into the 450 class, make his presence known, and win a race. That'd be amazing to watch.
Absolutely. I'm going to go with, oh, man. How do
It's a hard call
Tyson,
tonight.
Especially
I leave Tyson off the
we're
table.
getting
Tyson's
clean.
forbidden. Tyson's
I'm going to
forbidden.
go with the podium of, I'm going to go Shipley,
Okay.
Feeble, Mitchell, and
There
then
you go.
Fresquez, Burkeen. I always go top 5, just to mix it up a little bit. I think the 250 West guys, I think 2 of the 3 of the guys on the podium will be 250 West guys. And I'm going to give Shipley the win. I feel like he's going to gel with the track. He's got an inside gate pick here. Not a good jump, though. The gate's down. Looks like Burkeen. Outside to Armstrong. Craig Leak.
Oh, who gets taken out there at the very beginning?
Armstrong dives inside, puts Burkeen on the ground, and says, I went to the LCQ, but I'm going to run up front again this week. Bryce Whelan.
Oh, Spencer Turley down. He was in second.
Wait a minute. Whelan made the main. I thought his internet went out in that LCQ.
I thought he did too.
But I guess it came back before the results were posted, so Bryce Whelan's in this main event.
Wow.
Jeremy Seabolt goes into the 2 spot right away. Your pick to win.
Yep. Good to see the 250 guy come out here and, like I said, have fun in the 450
Shipley
class.
Runs 5th. Mitchell 6th. Stanley Wares Fresquez is running in the 9 spot right now. Burkeen, after going down in turn 2, is in 10th. But James Armstrong, looking to make it 2 in a row for Team Volcom, leads the way on the 33.
Yeah, crazy to see Armstrong out there, and not in a bad way at all. Just neither of our picks, and I mean, not in a.
He just nailed that start.
Yeah,
from
just
outside.
had the perfect start. But Seabolt, though, I mean, it's like I said, you have a guy come in here that's in the 250 class and ends up shaking up points. That's what every underdog fan's dream comes from. So I want to see if he could make it happen tonight.
3 of the top 5, all 250 West riders now.
Oh, as Whelan goes almost down.
Whelan going to rejoin the action right behind Mitchell, and Stanley going to be right with him.
Yeah, looks like, yep, as you said, Stanley's going to get by him.
We better watch this battle for the lead.
Oh, and he goes down.
Closing up on Armstrong. He's closed the gap.
I'm actually going to go on board with Seabolt for a minute here. Let's see how he rides the track. Give you some pointers for tomorrow.
Give you your 15 seconds of silence.
There we go.
Oh, huge pileup. 3rd, 4th, and 5th all laying on the ground
no.
right now. Mitchell, Shipley, and Craig Leak. Leak slid out and collected the 2 teammates with him. Now Shipley's going to almost go down. No, he does go down with Burkeen. He's back going. Rejoins the action. Doesn't lose a ton of time. Definitely lost some track space. Hello, Kevin Verzaka up in the 6th spot. Hi, Tyson Fresquez.
Yeah, Tyson now coming up into this top 3.
Trying to, anyways.
There he goes, yep.
The move on Devin Davis, who came out of nowhere as well.
That pass on the inside, even though he slipped over the rut, was an amazing pass.
I want to give some love to Devin Davis on the DX3 number 45 machine.
Yeah.
He actually wanted to drop down into that 250 East class. Isn't eligible. He's pointed out of it, but he belongs in this 450 class. He is a top 5 guy in this class if he can put it all together, and he's showing it right now. So let's see what he can do here, running up front early in the race. The number 45 up in the number 5 ride.
Yeah, he's really impressed me, honestly, with his recent rides this season.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Front. Seabolt just did the big line down the Dragon's Back section, almost lands into the side of Armstrong. He's going to go outside here and try to slingshot.
Wow, good
Slingshots
battle
with
up
Armstrong
front. Good
down
battles
that
all
inside
around this
ride.
top 5. Oh, and then...
Armstrong
Oh,
sketchy.
I'm surprised he held on to that.
You're looking like a genius right now. I'm just saying. Seabolt Prime Design Graphics, your 250 West defending champ and points leaders, leading the way.
Hey, gotta call him. Sometimes you just see it and you want that underdog story that you don't think will 100% happen. But hey, right now I'm glad I threw my money where I should have.
Yeah, Armstrong going to look inside here. Seabolt in the bales. New leader again.
Good battle for the lead. It's funny, his gear right now looks just like Josh Grant would have.
Oh, Seabolt's got to run, jumping onto the start straight.
Huge jump off the ski jump. He's going to stay
Keeping
low,
it
allow him
clean.
high. Yep.
Actually slowed way up to make sure he left him room, keeping it super clean.
Yeah, it seems like a very respectful battle between these two, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to slam the door on somebody, but at the same time you want to make the pass. But hey, more fun to race somebody clean than it is to, you know, just make him just go over a berm.
These guys are already catching up to Dade Honeywell, who's actually Seabolt's teammate, going to go a lap down here in just a moment.
Are we going to see a sandwich move? Maybe teammate on teammate to allow him by, or do you think he's going to back off?
Definitely not. I don't think so.
Amazing racing so far. Once again, as we said, Seabolt.
Battle for third as
big case.
He went down trying to get around Colton Mitchell.
Armstrong
Mitchell
cased super hard on the big Supercross triple, and Seabolt's right on his back tire again.
I'm going to let you keep watching this battle for the lead, and I'm just going to kind of update people on
yeah.
what's going on behind, although I want to keep watching this too. This is insane.
I'll quickly give any spurts of, Seabolt went for the inside pass, did not make it happen, didn't square it up enough. Both by a downed lapper.
Yeah, they're about to get into some much heavier lap traffic. Lapper's going to be a huge issue with the shorter lap times this week. Guys in the 52-second lap time range, 53 for Armstrong actually, but Honeywell has disconnected and reconnected. He's out of the race.
Somebody's just having those nights.
People looking for another opening to make yet another pass for the lead.
He's kind of playing the Dungy effect right now. You know what I mean? Like, he's going to trail him for long enough until he sees an opening. He doesn't have to force the issue in any way. I think he's just going to wait. I mean, there's so much time left. We're only 6 minutes in of 20 plus 1. I mean, it's a long night. Definitely
Our two championship riders, by the way, battling for 4th and 5th right now. Fresquez has 4th, Shipley in 5th.
Sorry, Armstrong got really swapped.
Last week, Armstrong kind of cruised to the win. This week, he's going to have to work for it. With Seabolt all over him, he comes up a little short. Seabolt's going to get up alongside just a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing to think that somebody that's not even in contention for points right now is trying to battle with the guy that won last week that does need these points, you know, so it's kind of interesting to see, once again, as I said, the underdog 250 class rider coming in and shake things up. It's cool.
It's me excited about the 2018 season where we'll have Seabolt will be pointed out, have to move up, but Seabolt somehow saves it.
Wow.
Bike safe. It's a good thing you're not drinking tonight, or you'd be on the floor right now.
But right now, you're
trying to get out of the way. Good job by him. I didn't see who that was, but attaboy is all I can say.
Beautiful lapper technique right there. As I say, you don't fully have to get off the track. You don't have to stop 100%. Just get out of our, race line.
I don't know if you want to peek away from the battle for the lead, but we have a 3-way battle for third going on as well between Mitchell, Fresquez, and Shipley. But these guys up front won't quit battling either.
I know, it's so hard to
this top 5 right
not go away. I know a lot of people coming back for the YouTube is be like, Moto, hey, good job on focusing on 2 riders. No, this is how good racing is tonight, guys. It's hard to peel away. But yeah, really quick look in, as you said, Mitchell, Fresquez, and Shipley. Solid battle here for the top 3 spot. And
we're
Fresquez.
Already almost 8 minutes into this dang race, and the action is just not settling down. Armstrong just not cracking. Seabolt trying to make an omelet and crack the egg right now, but he just can't do it.
Oh, Shipley around
down lapper.
Fresquez.
That was the 35 of Mitchell getting going. Stayed where he needed to. Seabolt's internet just cut out for a second there.
Oh no.
But he was okay. It was just a quick split second. It was on the start straight, so
not sure who that was in the corner of the camera. It was kind of funny to see somebody laying down between the 2 berms. I don't know if he's perma legs off, which I had the other day on a track that I've never had before, but it's kind of funny just hanging out, maybe just waiting for the main to be over.
Quick update. Shipley has moved around Fresquez and is now working on his versus PCFanMX.com teammate Colton Mitchell for the 3rd spot. He's going to go around the outside and make the move.
Yeah, clean pass made it quick and easy, like ripping a Band-Aid.
For the lead. Side by side. Oh, Armstrong puts Seabolt over the berm. Okay, looks like the gloves are off. We're not playing clean.
I don't think Seabolt's going to take that kindly at all. Knowing Seabolt's ride style, he is going to go... He's going to bite his ankles off. I'll just put it that way.
Brady Stanley getting up from a crash. Almost gets into the mix. But he's good. Now, Siebel was really nice before. We saw him keep tucking in line. Now he's been put off the track. I think the gloves come off, and I think things get a little spicy for the lead.
I'm hoping so, because this is an amazing battle all night so far. Lap 11.
Where does he pull the trigger at? Make the move. Now, the door's wide open going into the sand section every lap, which is where Siebel got put off the track because he almost went over the bars there.
It's like I said,
Armstrong went for the big line, makes a mistake. Siebel going to jump up along the inside. He's going to still play nice.
Here's the thing.
Back going right in front of him.
I don't think Siebel's going to mix it in too much and do anything too bad because he knows that the points battle isn't his to battle for right now. I think he's being calm and collected. Just, you know what I mean? Like, give Armstrong his chance. If I beat him straight up. But, you know, he can screw with points quite a bit.
Shipley's moved to third, Fresquez fourth, Mitchell still all over him in fifth at the moment as they run. We're 10 minutes in, halfway. You watch the lead. I'm going to give everyone their top 10 rundown.
And what is 50% to the track? Oh, the main! Siebel gives him a kick!
Go bye-bye. Down on the ground, Siebel pulls the trigger.
Here comes Shipley. Shipley is going to pass.
And Fresquez going to get there? No, not quite. Maybe, yes, a lapper almost goes into Armstrong.
Wow.
Doesn't quite take him down, thankfully. Two guys down after the triple. Stanley and another rider are getting back going. Mitchell all over the back wheel of Fresquez. There's too much action.
Great riding tonight. It's amazing to watch. Loving this. Makes our job a little bit easier when we have good races like this to watch as we commentate.
All right, top 10 rundown going to be brought to you by Racetech. Suspension and engines. Get your bike dialed in. Make it faster. Make it handle better. Halfway flags are out for Jeremy Siebel. Prime Design Graphics, number 19. 250 West Rider looking to take home a 450 victory here in MotoOption Supercross. Running second now versus PC FamX, number 39 of Jeremy Shipley. Trying to make up some points. This is where he finished last week in the number 2 spot. James Armstrong right now runs in third. Team Volcom with his teammate, defending champ and points leader Tyson Fresquez. As Armstrong's down. Fresquez goes into the 3 spot and sets after his championship rival Shipley on the number 1. Now up to 4th is Colton Mitchell on the number 10 machine. He's another one of them 250 West Riders. Armstrong back going in 5th on the 33. After that insane not cracking under the pressure, now Armstrong finds himself at the tail end of the top 5. Great performance. DX3 rider Devin Davis on the 45 runs in the 6th spot, all by his lonesome.
100% agree. Devin Davis deserves all the credit tonight. And as of last week, too, we had great rides both weeks.
Absolutely. Davis 7 seconds out of the top 5 and 18 seconds back to Kevin Ferzaka. Tagger Designs. Great ride for him, though, running up in the 7th spot on the 61. Kyle Robb putting on a charge back in the number 8 spot, Prime Design Graphics number 23. Burkeen runs back in the 9 spot. And rounding out your top 10, the number 49 of Spencer Turley.
Which the other day taught me, which I didn't know as an adult somehow, how to make a scrambled egg, cheese, and bacon sandwich on YouTube.
What's up, y'all? Spencer Turley checking in here at the tail end of the top 10. Make that 9th as he goes around the down Burkeen.
Actually, I think you meant to say, "What's up, my dudes?"
What's up, my dudes?
Y'all,
it's Spencer Turley checking in. That's been your top 10 rundown, brought to you by the fine folks over at Racetech. Get your suspension and engine dialed. Get them gold valves dialed in. As Burkeen going to take Turley up the berm and over the berm, and they're going a lap down from your leaders as well.
Yeah, I was just noticing that as I was watching Fresquez go by. Right now, Mitchell trying to hold on as well. Still Armstrong. I mean, Armstrong had such a good ride at the beginning, sadly fading back as we go. Shipley up here as well. Fresquez. Oh, Mitchell going down on his own, legs off. Wow. I don't think anybody... No, Armstrong isn't close enough to really capitalize, so he's going to get back up ahead.
As Mitchell can get back going cleanly down this rhythm of dragging back and dragging back. So things finally settled down. Yeah. 13 and a half minutes into this thing.
Yeah, you know, because we didn't have battling for the first 10 minutes of the main.
Let's look at the lap times, because I always like to see how the race is developing. Siebel, 54.3.
52.6, though, is his fastest, which is nuts. That's pretty damn fast.
Shipley, 54.1 with a 52.3 fast lap in second. 52.8 and a 52.53 52.3 fast lap as well for Fresquez. So matching Shipley's lap times. This battle for seconds about to get pretty spicy, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Looks like they're about to start mixing it up, hopefully.
Busting out that over the Dragon's Back triple outline. I love that thing, man. That's cool how they're doing that.
Yeah, it's always interesting, especially you being a track builder, when you make things and you're like, I don't think anybody's going to be able to take this line ever, but maybe you know somebody, and then when you see it actually happen, it's got to be one of those.
Think about it. I didn't think anyone would want to land in between there, but it's working.
Yeah, it's making them work, yeah. Which is nuts. Right now, as you said, Shipley, Fresquez battle. These two, in my opinion, some of the fastest guys out there, period, on the 450s, so always love a battle between these two.
Well, clearly the points chase says that they are as well.
Definitely, yes, of course.
These guys have been running up front all year long, and I mean, these guys have been battling for years and years on end.
Hey, but you know, it's like I said, you never get tired of it with the two of them. Good ride for Fresquez, almost getting on the inside, sliding out a little bit, though. You
know, he's doing that over the Dragons, but I don't think he's making any time with it.
I don't either. Yeah, it's such a hard smack and a lot of airtime on that second hit. But of course, being an M rider, I'll let them pros do what they do.
Looks like Fresquez has a better run down the loops. Not quite enough. Oh, Armstrong and Mitchell are both down right now. Devin Davis is going to close up some serious time on these guys.
Hey, he got 4th last week, I think it is, so that'd be amazing to see him get even more points tonight.
Mitchell, 4th. I think Devin ended up like 9th or 10th. He actually fell back right at the end.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, at the very end. That's right. That's my apology.
Just actually went down, but he has a massive lead over Kevin Frazakis, so no worries there.
Yeah, right now it's still Shipley. Watching the battle of Shipley and Fresquez. This is just probably the best battle on the track right now for especially the front runners. Oh, Tyson casing a bit, but making it through. Really enjoying his lately, I don't know what it is, but he streams a lot of Counter-Strike and just even Sim and everything else on his YouTube page lately. I've been kind of enjoying his content. Oh, big mistake by Shipley. Shipley's down. There goes Fresquez. Make it look easy. Shipley sadly getting completely sideways, going legs off into the whoops, and then back going again. Very simple mistake.
Whoa, Seabolt's lead's down to 1.5 seconds.
Holy crap. Yeah, I just now saw that. I thought he was going down right there.
Almost down again. 16 and a half minutes in here. Now, this would be about when a 250 main's wrapping up. Is Seabolt just used to running the shorter main events and not really ready for
especially when coming from 250 rider. Yeah, definitely.
Takes for these longer ones. Let's watch him down this dragon back section.
Do you think he's getting some thumb pump, or do you think he's pretty okay right now?
Yeah, I think it's more mental than the thumb pump side. Maybe getting a little nervous, though, and you don't want to be nervous at the end of a race with Fresquez behind you.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
Dang sure.
Especially coming in as a, lone dog, like nobody, you're in the 250 class. Your points don't matter. But Tyson, and he
gets through.
Tyson makes it through even better, though.
It had to have been a double fall-off, because that lead was at
17, 17 something, yeah. But Tyson's right. I'm going to go on board with Tyson. Oh, and yep, the big mistake. There it is. Let's go on board Seabolt then. We'll just keep watching. No need for silence here. This is an amazing battle.
Shipley's still kind of lurking back there as well. He's not out of this thing yet either. A good bit of racing left to go.
Yeah, I don't think that triple line's any faster. Seabolt went right back on him. Yeah.
Fresquez actually cased and lost time. Seabolt looking for an opening. Chasing around another Volcom Kawasaki. Last time he put him on the ground, remember, but that was after he got bumped down.
I feel so terrible saying this. I love Tyson so much. He's a really nice guy and great racer, but man, I want to see this upset so bad.
Just watching the action, I don't even have to talk about it. It's so exciting.
It is just painting its own story, or writing its own story as we're watching it unfold right now. Lapper on the outside, just staying. Good job. I think Tyson's pulling away a little bit though. Unless there's a mistake.
Seabolt goes huge.
There's a mistake. Oh!
On him. Tyson somehow.
How did Tyson stay up? Wow. Now allows Shipley to get second. So Seabolt's dream of a win on his first 450. Oh, and Shipley is down. Here comes Seabolt. Seabolt gets into lappers.
The lapper's trying to get out of the way, but they don't even know where to go. I don't
know,
think.
there's so many lappers.
It's Kyle Robb right now. Right there, the Seabolt just went around, and I think he was trying to stay out of the way. Just, where do you go? What do you do?
And then just like that, Tyson takes over your lead, which, I mean, we all expected. That's the reason why you put him as a void card on the table, but, you know, it's, you never ever count out Tyson as a win.
But this isn't over. He's
True.
only got a 5-second lead, and we're...
Shipley's down. Sorry, Seabolt.
Okay, there's Seabolt up into the 2 spot now.
Yeah, Shipley went down on his own.
We're already on lap 22. The time is going to be the question. Are they going to have 2 to go or 1 to go when they get to the finish? We're 19 minutes, 40 seconds into this thing. Couple turns to go. I believe it's going to be 2 to go when they get to the line. I think
it is, but do you think he might let off just a tiny bit, even though it might settle time?
I'm guessing he's probably not paying attention that closely, but we'll see. It's going to be seconds. Here we go. 19 minutes, 58 seconds, 2 seconds, and he would only had 1 to go. But he's got 2 to go now for Tyson Fresquez as the 20 minutes has expired. Seabolt's going to have second. Shipley going to lose 5 valuable points as he runs back in the 3rd spot. He's on the ground again. Armstrong going to be a ways back and forth, but he's battling with Colton Mitchell. There's the battle, 4th and 5th right now.
Oh, yeah, good battle between these two. Armstrong, our winner last week, ran away with it. This week.
He's got to be tired. Put in a lot of laps tonight.
Yeah, he has. He's seen the track probably more than anybody else on the field tonight.
With the limited qualifying, though, it's hard to stay focused and not watch the racing during the night program and actually just make yourself put in laps. But when you don't have a choice and have to go to the LCQ, it might play into the benefit a little bit of Armstrong. Mitchell going to go inside. Wow, Mitchell just executed that inside perfectly, made up some serious ground.
Yeah, Mitchell on the versus PC FamX ride, and then, of course, Armstrong on the Team Volcom.
Strong night for the Versus boys, for sure.
Versus Dash PC, making all the dreams happen, that's for sure.
Oh, sliding out, saving it.
Oh, yeah, I was surprised. I thought he actually meant to go for the inside there for a second. Final lap, by the way. White flag is out for Fresquez.
Oh, Fresquez.
Oh, the 180.
Seabolt, though, has dropped to 16
he's
seconds
way
behind.
back, yeah.
So Tyson going to be able to probably cruise this one home. He's got a humongous lead.
Oh, and Mitchell is down. So it's going to allow Armstrong to run away from him. Davis is not close enough. But Davis, once again, a lot of credit. 6. Going well.
Your leader and your winner, number 1, Team Volcom Tyson Fresquez, wins in Minneapolis.
And right now, I mean, we have to give tons of credit to him. 250, mostly rider. Our leader in 250s, actually. But either way, coming in almost... Whoa, what is he doing?
Pulling over to let Shipley by to not affect the championship. Looks like what he's doing.
Smart. I mean, that's not against the rules, correct?
Respectful. I wish he would have pulled off the track is the only thing I would say about that. But Shipley going to move her across in second.
Nice.
Seabolt going to surrender that spot, go to third. Unfortunately, Armstrong, he could have waited for him as well because he took 2 points away from James Armstrong, who takes 4th. Colton Mitchell going to come around and take the number 5 spot. Nice job for another 250 West rider.
Devin Davis can't say anything bad about his ride tonight and last week. Coming in,
lead lap as well.
Gotta be happy.
Davis. DX3 throwing it huge over the finish.
Almost gapped it all the way to the other side.
And looks like our top 10 is going to stay the same. So our top 10: Fresquez, Shipley, Seabolt, Armstrong, Mitchell, Davis, Verzaka, Spencer Turley, Kyle Robb, and Matt Burkeen will round out the top 10.
Yeah, crazy night of racing. I mean, I didn't expect a lot of 250 guys really mix it up with the 450s tonight. That was awesome to watch. I mean, amazing battling all night. It kept it exciting. So as we head out, anything last you want to say, Checks, before we get going?
No, I just definitely want to thank all the sponsors that support Race Factory Gaming to put on MotoOption Supercross, presented by Racetech. Of course, the fine folks at SYS for streaming it, bringing it to us live, versuspc.com and FamMX. Tiger Designs, all the guys that help out, man. It's sweet to have so many sweet sponsors on board. Of course, readmeta.com. That is a lot of the guys from Verb Moto. Bentley Graphics as well.
the amount of support for a
chasing.
simulated motocross game is unreal. Like, it's really cool to see how many of these guys have come forward to help us out. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
absolutely. Ride365.com as well. Check those guys out. Buy some stuff. Of course, the title sponsor to Malcolm Stewart's race team. And thank you, Motoagogo, twitch.tv/Motoagogo. Log on and check out whatever Moto's streaming, as he just put the link down in chat for y'all.
Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you. The shameless self plug, guys. Please, if you can, it means a lot to me. Still working, trying to stream daily, so appreciate that. And again, to everybody out there, we'll see you guys again next Wednesday. And yes, just a heads up for anybody wondering, I am probably going to be your main streamer for the rest of RF Pro as long as SYS has me. And hopefully, you guys think I'm doing a good job. Please, when the YouTube video comes out, and be sure to watch it on Start Your Systems their YouTube channel. You'll see it in the link below. Make sure to check it out. And if you have any suggestions or anything, leave a comment or just let us know what you guys think of the stream so far. As I have to say, as we head out, guys, I love you all. You have a good night. Peace. We'll see you next Wednesday.